Man, that was some break last week. So I gotta ask, Galaxy Blade, what'd you do with your day off? I can't believe I got rickrolled. The golf break is over, and we've returned back to the DGP realm. Super Mega Geats has arrived with old faces, some new ones, some new old ones, and once again, folks just trying to get laid. Breaking the fourth wall immediately, Sumeri out here complaining to the audience over Ace's wish. The star of stars of the stars has decided to capture some planets to join his orbit, with DGP management now becoming his family. Sumeri now plays his sister and Girori as his dad. You know, I wonder if the wish was limited to only them because those were the only faces that Ace had seen prior to making his wish. Either way, it still works in his favor since now he gets to ask those probing questions. Since now he's got the DGP within the luxury of his own home. So, first up, how do they pick their contestants? Carefully. Okay, but then who decides to carefully examine them? The Game Master. Cool, and how does he decide? We don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Sumeri then reveals that Ace has been forced to compete since winning his first game, pulling out 4 of his previous wishes out of a box of a lot of wishes. So the question is, has Ace only won 4 games and the box merely contains the wishes of all the previous winners? Or does the box contain all of Ace's previous wishes? And Sumeri just handpicked 4. 2 of which we've seen before, but 1 states that he wishes to compete in the DGP until he dies. We now join working man Azuma getting starstruck, but what's this? It's actually delivery time for those desire drivers. And 3rd time's the charm for Azuma, getting his memories restored and remembering how much he hates Ace that it's written all over him. But with the memories back, he's confused about Ace's wish to become a Syscon? Azuma getting picked again was all according to the Game Master. One choice not met this round was Neon. I don't know what's up with this new world, but folks aren't acting quite like they were previously, since Neon now appears to be very goody-goody and obedient to her mom. Meanwhile, former Mr. Boost Power seems to be unlucky this time around, trying his shot at the Mega Millions and getting nothing from it. He's also a bit more self-indulgent than he was previously, even having a complete change of taste. We've got all of our contestants set, with an image I'm sure won't be overanalyzed by the internet, with a total of 26 contestants and brand new, carefully thought out writer names such as Ho-Oh, Yama, and Gavel. Those are some shit names, my god. Putting their desires to paper, Azuma still has revenge on the brain. But there's a new guy in town who's been planted by management, going with the name Win. But his desire is a piece of that Sumeri. I think she's gone. No? It's not happening this time? Okay, so this round.
This week's game is Don't Capture That Flag.
Come on now, I thought we were done with the interruptions.
Super Mega Geats started things back over, so consider this a fresh new start on some brand new commentary.
So if it's a new round, can I get my money back?
We've got ourselves a randomly selected set of characters.
I'm serious.
And with a new cast of characters, I'm not even gonna bother learning their names since I don't know how long they'll last. But they're at least in the intro, which within the context of this show, doesn't mean shit. First up, we've got this duo of... Wait, they actually called this guy Wanted? Y'all are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Geats is stuck with Staff Ghost Punkjack. Buffa is here with Retired Idol and Old Guy. These names, I can't. Although it's only the first round in this DGP, everyone seems to be gifted some buckles. Old man 1 foot towards Death's door gets that zombie buckle. Someone was being too on the nose here. New Girl snatches up Nago's Hatchimal from last episode and Buffa gets the true writer of 2022. But of course, he's trying to get his hands on that Zambusi and swaps over with that old man. Let's join in on new players whose names I don't care since they're already dead. How about the first set we saw? And they're dead too! I guess that just leaves everyone featured in the intro. Geats with Boost and Punkjack with Geats' Hatchimal from last week make their flashy debut. With some raw fighting coming from Punkjack, this guy is totally the guy from the last game with that run, jump, and slam. One Mario 64 toss later, and it's all style and substance here. But something seems off. He appears toying with them. Or they're in on the bit. We better keep an eye on this one. Let's check in on Team Inexperience, since even though we know Buffa's got this, these two don't seem to know how to get their drivers going. Old girl's helmet is looking kinda oversized, and the old dude is a bird again. They set their playstyle to spectator mode while Buffa deals some chainsaw massacre action. As the first wave seems to be over, we are already down to half the players. It's kinda rough.
It seems that the Game Master gets word from someone up the chain of command to add additional players to this game. Meanwhile, everyone else gets a chill break after the wave. Ozma questions his new knot companions about their wishes. Turns out old guy just wants to be young again, while old girl wants to lose weight and get laid. First of all, she looks like she weighs nothing as is, so I think we gotta have an intervention or something with this one. Ace decides to finally ask Win if he is the previous Punkjack, but obviously playing up a different persona, he tricks folks into naysaying it all. Back with Neon, and she's having a nice dinner with her mom? Looks like in this new timeline, the run has been slapped away from her. But that's when we get the debut of who is Neon's dad, though he brings with him Sumuri and some mystery boxes.
And we are off to the next wave. Buffa is already dealing some damage, but Miss Letter out here seems to be having such a mental crisis that even her helmet is splitting from the back. She's trying to tail it out of here, but gets blown the fuck out with the intervention that Zio called for, going for some real tough love.
I didn't mean it like that.
Too bad, so sad. It's your fault now, Zio, and no one will ever forget that you cursed this girl. Failing her mission, she finally loses all that weight. And her life.
Bruh, what the f-
Let's check in on Boost Geats and that one punk. Ooh, well, I guess having Chipotle between waves was a lose-lose for Win, since he's got the mud butt just sliding through. Leaving Geats on his own to handle these Jamato, let's see how he fares. It looks like it's Revolve On for him, taking it Jean-Claude Van Damme style.
That's not a reference anyone under the age of 28 is gonna understand.
Then y'all need to do yourselves a favor and watch 1994's Street Fighter movie. Either way, Geats' mean feet strike through that Jamato meat with ease. Back with Buffa taking old guy's ninja buckle that he traded earlier, leaving him with old dead girl's propeller. And what's this? An old player has arrived! Nago has made her re-debut, rocking a new beat buckle, because we gotta sell toys, right? It's time to pump up the volume and get the Jamato moshing! Rocking a repurposed Guitar Hero guitar, the beatdown is going down like Vanilla Ice's hit single. Either way, she's making it through like it's Ice Ice Baby. And with that, yo, let's get out of here. Word to your mother.
You're in a late 80s, early 90s kick, aren't you? Anyway, with the game over, we are down to 5 players, with 1-for-1 girl swap between Great Value Neon and the real deal. Remembering her wish after touching the ID core and getting back into the swing of things. Later, questioning Ace on his desire, expecting no response, only to get one in return. Unlike her trying to get away from her mom, he's trying to find his. Though, that's not gonna happen. Not if the DGP staff is concerned, since Win and the Game Master are out to take him down for good. With this episode of Super Mega Geats, we get the debut of a brand new raise buckle in the form of Beat. So with that, let's talk forms. Billed as a Nago-focused form, I personally feel that this suit would have fit Punkjack more, given his new demeanor. I didn't like the form from the initial scans, but seeing it in motion sold me on it. I'm just not a big fan on how the color combo kind of clashes with Neon's helmet. Also, is it just me, or is this suit partially reminiscent to the Excalibur from Macross 7? Someone get on a custom Valkyrie paint job that looks like beat form. The guitar ends up being my only gripe, since it's literally a Guitar Hero accessory. It's a good form though, so I like it. Rating time! Now that we are getting into the next pathway of the series, they've started introducing more characters, expanded on more, while giving us some new seed plants, which I love so much if they pay them off so well. So with that, this episode is getting the Ace A. Okay, elephant in the room. Neon's dad is totally involved in the DGP, right? Anyone else getting that vibe? Though, it's odd that she's only competed once before if that is the case. Or that this man would willingly subject his daughter, whose kidnapping is the cause of her entire mother's duress, to run the chance of potentially being killed. And I don't think that he's just DGP staff, but possibly upper management. Potentially even being the true game master, or someone very close to the top. It could explain their family's wealth and that the Kurama Corporation he runs could be a guise for the DGP. Now the big thing on this is, if he knows, why doesn't the mom? Since she had no idea about Sumiri or anything else of the like. Also, how did she just let Neon go like that? There's like a whole scene missing that might shed some light. There's gotta be some mind shenanigans in play here. What do y'all think? On to Geats, we are made aware of a previous wish he made, to participate in the DGP until he dies. And so long as he keeps winning DGPs, his wishes will stack over each other. But it's a bit of a complex situation, because if he indeed is looking for his mom, why would he want to be stuck in the DGP? Because if he found her, he'd still be cursed to keep playing. Now, there's a couple of possibilities that exist here. When and if Geats finds his mother, his next wish could be to just leave the DGP, or to null the previous wish. Or, he is aware that his mother disappeared in some form of the DGP, and since they've yet to reveal if people who die in the DGP are fully dead or just taken to another plane of existence, what if he's purposely trying to get himself killed to meet her that way? But then why wouldn't he just get himself killed purposely? Why is he actually trying? Now I will say that in the beginning of this episode, I was with the mindset that he's only won a total of 4 times so far, given the number of slates Sumiri was holding. But of course, on the rewatch, I noticed that she pulled them right out of a box. So it's completely possible that those are all his, or just the box mixed with his and others' wishes. Though sticking himself in this infinite loop of being a contestant must be a sore on the DGP's side. So they are finally getting the gears in motion to get some staff interjection on getting Ace down. While on that thought, what if that's why Neon's been reintroduced into the game? From their observations, Sumuri pointed out Ace's relationship with Neon earlier in the episode. It could be that building the relationships that he's never had in previous DGPs could result in weakness and eventually his downfall. So, not only is the Punk Jack introduction the Game Master's plan to take Ace down, but what if Neon building a further relationship with Ace to have him give up or give in be her dad's, if he is staff, his plan to take Ace down? KY Neon's attitude seems to be different from their previous outing as well when we first see their new appearances. And given Sarah's previous reaction to Kawa, only previously retired characters seem to be affected by this. It adds an interesting touch for if and when we get to see the return of other retired players. Will they act a little bit more accepting about the position that they're stuck in? But I guess we'll see if they play out that bit more next time. Also, side note, they changed the intro again. Of course with the new players, and also complete with new poses. Ace even giving us maximum ego this time around. But they really included New Girl in the intro just to have her replaced with Neon next week? Y'all did this girl dirty.
That was all you, man.
God damn it. So what did you all think about this week's Super Mega Geats? The new characters, repurposed suits just busting at the seams, and the DGP finally getting involved in Ace's affairs. Anyway, that's it for me. Open your cheeks for the next Geats, and I will see you all next time. Bye.